This video I'll be focusing on a few tips when you're installing and reinstalling the air suspension compressor on a 2000 to 2005 Buick LeSabre or Pontiac Bonneville. The vehicle in question here is a 2003 Bonneville. It's an SE. Here's my suspension, or my compressor. Failed on me a couple months ago. Started making a loud ticking noise, and I replaced it with a new one. Kept the old one and tore it out today. And as you can see, inside of there is all corroded. Cylinder head is all corroded. Or well, this is the cylinder head. That's got a little bit of corrosion. There's more corrosion in here. I cleaned it out, but it was pretty dust filled. It was like pouring out sand. But that's kind of the nuts and bolts of it. It's got a little piston in there. Pretty cool. The suspension compressor itself is on the passenger side of the vehicle, right behind the rear wheel. It's held in with 3 10mm bolts, one here by the exhaust pipe. If you travel up, there's a wiring harness and you can see another one hiding right there. And then your third one is right there above the exhaust pipe. Now this harness that it's in, this metal plate, that comes off separate, but it is attached to the compressor by a couple bolts. And you just want to remove it, put the new compressor on, and replace the bolts. Now if you plan on removing your compressor and switching to coil springs, or taking away the air suspension in any way, or doing anything, leaving this off for any period of time, this wiring harness, there's a plug here that plugs into the compressor, but there's another outlet that needs to be re-plugged in once this is detached. If you do not plug it back in, your car will not start. This is tied to, I believe, the ignition or something. I have no fucking clue why, but I had an issue. I took this off when it was clicking. I was gonna leave it off for a few days so I could drive it to a shop and get it done. But I couldn't figure out for the life of me why my car wasn't starting after I removed this. And I had to ask around, found out wiring harness needs to be plugged back in. This can still be unplugged, but this needs to, you need to make sure that any loose connectors that can still connect are connected back here. This is fine to be removed. This needs to be hooked back up, or else your car will not start. I cannot fucking stress that enough. But that's really about it. Hopefully this helps. And if you think your suspension compressor is failing, there is just kind of a telltale sign. It'll either not be inflating, this will be riding low. You'll hear a ticking or clicking noise, which I heard really loudly even after the car was off, coming from the back of the vehicle. So yeah, hopefully this helps someone. Thank you for watching. Bye.